The views and opinions on this show do not necessarily reflect the views of ESPN Tucson 1490 AM, 94.9 HD Channel 4, or the Arizona Lotus Corporation.
Welcome to Spears and Ali on ESPN Tucson.
Justin Spears, I like that.
With Justin Spears and Ali Farhang on 1490 AM, 94.9 HD Channel 4, ESPN Tucson. Brought to you by Tucson Federal Credit Union, the Volpe team at Nova Home Loans, and Rightway Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
I want to be entertaining, but I'm not stupid enough to compare myself to Ali.
We've got John Schones from Chamber of Southern Arizona joining us here on ESPN Tucson. And John calls in from time to time to talk about the Cats, talk about Arizona football, talk about Arizona basketball. But, man, it's good to see you in person. Not only do you have a great voice, but you're a handsome devil yourself, man.
Well, thanks, man. No, you guys do a great show, and the content's amazing. So
thank you.
I like to participate when I can from time to time. So
awesome.
Especially coming into this time of the year, this is when I start kind of coming out of my hibernation.
Heck yeah, man.
Well, I mean, July is like the dead zone. I mean, it's like, oh, sweet. Major League Baseball All-Star Game, the ESPYs, nothing. This is great. Got preseason football kicking off in earnest. U of A basketball is going. Arizona football's in, the trainings, there's whatever, the training camp.
Yeah.
We're about to, we're hungry. We're about to eat something really delicious. And I think Arizona football going to make people proud this year. They're going to be much better than last year.
Absolutely, man. And the cool thing about the sports season getting started is that there's this athletics rally happening at Gentle Ben's where it's got every single team in Tucson, professionally and at the University of Arizona, and they're all under one roof. John, you're here to talk about this event. I was at the event last year. I thought it was really cool to mingle with Tommy Lloyd and Brent Brennan and all the other Arizona coaches, also seeing coaches from the Tucson Sugar Skulls, FC Tucson. I mean, there was just a lot of key sports figures in Arizona. The Arizona Bowl, Kim Adair, and the whole team there. It was just amazing. And
me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
There was some guy named Ali Farhang who was in the building. And, Ali did a great job on the mic. But it was a cool event last year. I'm sure it's going to be another cool event this year.
Well, and that's the name of the game. Everything you just said, if you can bring – I come from Tucson. So as a kid here, I looked up to the franchises. I looked up to Kenny Lofton at the Toros. And I grew up watching U of A sports. So, I can speak to just as – from a standpoint of the kids looking up to leaders and heroes, they're tomorrow's business leaders. So, this is a great opportunity for you to meet some of the influential people in the community that help to make that happen, that help to bring these teams here. You've got the Sugar Skulls, you've got the Arizona Bowl, Tucson baseball team will be there, FC Tucson will be there, the Tucson Mexican Baseball Fiesta, the U of A, the Roadrunners, and Paddle Alley. So, it's a great collaboration, and it's a chance for businesses, and it's a chance for fans to come out and meet people that actually make a positive impact within this community.
Yeah, it's great that the Chamber's doing this because it used to be a U of A athletics rally, but it's really kind of embraced all the different sports in Tucson. And you remember, the people that were there remember from last year, we talk about, is Tucson a basketball town? Is it a football town? Is it a baseball town? Tucson's a sports town. And I encourage everybody to go to Gentle Ben's from 5 to 7 on next Tuesday and go see the people that are bringing all of these great things to Tucson, and then meet the U of A coaches. I mean, we're a relationship town. Me, I'm being from here, right? It's all about relationships. And how many other places do you see all these coaches from not just the University of Arizona, but from all the professional teams right here, talking to you, shaking your hand, answer your questions, getting to know you? That is a very rare thing, and it makes our community really special, don't you think, John?
100%. I mean, I think Becky Burke can speak to that, just for the the outpouring of support for the event that they put on. And this is a community that gets behind their athletics, and we care, and so if you guys go and support all of these ventures, it's just going to be good for all of us. Ticket sales. We've got the coolest logos probably in all of sports here in Tucson. Between the Roadrunners, the Sugar Skulls, we got some U of A logo. Get out and buy some merchandise. Do all the things. Let's get behind everything that's good in this community and focus on some of those positive stories.
Heck yeah. Is there a coach at the U of A that you've gotten to know over the last couple of years very well?
No, not so much. I'm a little bit newer to the role, so I'm really looking forward to it. But I watch everything, so I know who all the coaches are. I'm invested, But as far as like a personal relationship, I wouldn't say that there's any one coach.
Okay.
And John, what is the role? What are you doing? Tell the people what you've embraced and what's the next chapter of your life.
So for me, I am the investor recruitment specialist. So I'm basically in charge of finding new businesses to come be part of the chamber. So Sun Corridor and the Tucson Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce merged and formed one entity. So we're here to support and grow local business, and then also to support, we're the Chamber of Southern Arizona now. So we encompass Southern Arizona. We go from Casa Grande to the border of New Mexico, basically.
Beautiful.
And we focus on Tucson, but really, Sierra Vista and Nogales and Green Valley and Sahuarita, all these communities are important. They're important to ticket sales. They're important to all the things to come into these events and participating. And we want to make sure that they're included business-wise with, the next chapter of how this chamber helps to drive and promote local business.
And are the members of the chamber, are they excited about this sports rally on Tuesday? And do you expect a lot of people from local businesses in Southern Arizona to be there?
100%. And that's also part of the reason why I'm here, is to let local businesses know this is a great opportunity to come meet people. Everybody's looking for sponsorship. Everybody's looking for the investors and things like that. So how often can you get under one roof with everybody and talk about all those things? Talk to the people that might actually make a decision on something. So, it's just a great opportunity. And again, the biggest thing is there's a lot of negative energy that goes around in the world. Let's focus on things that are positive. And sports is a great reinforcer.
Absolutely.
I was listening to you talk about the kids in the heat in the summer. I mean, I grew up playing baseball and golf, and our golf season was all summer long. And we played tournaments all summer.
Yeah.
And everything that you talked about, the work that you got to put in, when nobody's watching. And, it's amazing. The fundamentals, the basics and the fundamentals are really what it's all about. And so you put that work in when nobody's watching so that when you get into game time, you can just go and let it fly and let it rip.
John, I want you to know if in a different universe, and I'm seeing you as a 15, 16-year-old kid, I am doing everything in my power to try to make you play football, because you're like an easy 6'5", 6'6", built like a brick. I mean,
Yeah, I saw him. I was like, you're a tight end, man.
Yeah.
You're like a DN.
I'm like,
coming off the edge.
I'm like, you could play golf, or I can make you an all-state DN. It's your choice, but I'm just telling you.
I picked the one sport where 6'4", 280 gives me zero tactical advantage. And, actually I was a baseball player, and I was a pitcher, and I hurt my arm. And, it's interesting because in today's sports, landscape, you have your kids getting specialized at a super young age.
Yeah.
And I played every sport except for football. I hurt my knee when I was young. And so I played season to season to season. And so I was able to earn a golf scholarship when I hurt my arm because I had something else that was in there in the fold. And I worry with the kids if they're not too specialized, if just playing golf from 10 years old, or just playing football from a young age. Kids get burned out and stuff like that. But I was grateful because we have great youth sports here in Tucson. You get to play year round. I'd never really dealt with conditions until I moved to Ohio, and it's a whole nother world. But
yeah, I mean, I even played golf last Saturday at like 3:00, and yes, it was hot, but I could play.
Yeah.
Right, I get water. John, you're so right though. Like the movements, if you're doing the same movements over and over again, it's bad for the body, especially at adolescence. And I just beg my friends that have their kids in baseball all year long or whatever sport. I'm like, let them do something else. You still a scratch golfer?
Still, I've got like a 2 handicap now.
All right. So
give or
for the
take.
people out there, but mostly for me, for nothing you say is going to help Justin. For our amateur golfers out there that we just want to hit the ball solid, I mean, I don't really care. I just want to have fun. I want to be with people that I'm having fun. But what are like 1 or 2 pieces of advice you'd be like, hey, look, if you really want to play golf and you want to try to get better, this is what I would do.
Okay, so let's simplify it down to the most basics. Every sport you play basically comes down to grip, stance, follow through.
Uh-huh.
So when I watch people hit golf balls, I've never seen you hit a golf ball, Justin, but I'm willing to bet that 80% of people that are trying to hit it at whatever the flag is, wherever it's aimed, don't finish their hips, their belt buckle to the target. Uh-huh. And the one common denominator with every good player I've ever seen, I could show you 100 backswings, but I show you the same follow through. So Steph Curry shooting a three, you know, he taught the gooseneck. And if you watch John Elway throw a football, the release through the ball. So if I could teach one thing to the masses out there, it's where your belt buckle points in the finish and the follow through. The rest of your life is probably where the golf ball will go.
Yeah. So my lady partner, right? We've been together too long to call her my girlfriend, and we're not married. Although there's an executive order, I think we're going to be married automatically in a year. Everything you just said is what she's like grip. You know, weak grip versus overly strong grip. Like, start at the grip. You got to grip the golf club right, and so many people do not grip the golf club correctly, and that's where, if you don't do that right, you're just trying to manipulate the golf club, and you're really more lucky than good in trying to hit the ball.
Well, if you go to the range, for instance, and you hit 10 balls and you hit 4 right, 4 left, 1 on the ground, and 1 perfect, you don't know the difference in those 10. So if you have one thing to focus on, you know, and so if you can focus on the finish and get to the finish position with the belt buckle, yes, the grip is important. But when I started golf as a kid, I had a 10-finger baseball grip. You know, it is important, and it is a fundamental key. But none of it matters if you finish on your back foot. If you don't finish in a good position, none of the rest of it matters. So everybody that's out there working on their backswings and all this, and in the prep and the pre-swing, if they don't execute a good finish, none of it matters. So really, I kind of work backwards. I'd rather teach a good follow-through. Like when I teach kids, I'll get out in front of them, get on the knee, and I'll fake like I'm taking pictures. And I'll say, pose for the camera like you're going to be on the cover of a magazine, and to hold the follow-through. So, you know, there's different approaches, but really I would like to work more from be aggressive and finish your swing, and then let's work on, you know, the little intricacies to get a little bit better. Everybody just wants to hit it a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Everybody listening right now, your average score just went down 5 strokes just from that. You're welcome.
I'll send the invoice.
That, and, you know, if let's just say you 3-putt 5 times around. If you only 3-putt twice around, you just knock 3 shots off your score. So, you know, the practice that I did when I was in college, I had a good career, but it was 120 and in. It was really my practice. If I was really, like, as big as I am, I hit it good. I hit it far, but my short game and my touch was really where my bread and butter was. So, because I sprayed it a little bit, but I was able to kind of compete and hang in there. But it was because I had a good short game. I was a good putter. So,
where'd you play?
I played at Wright State.
Oh, yeah.
In Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah,
Horizon League. So it was the Horizon League. It became the Horizon League my sophomore year. It was the MCC before that. But I moved out there with 1 pair of khaki pants and 1 pair of jeans, and that was my winter wardrobe.
Oh, good God.
Yeah. So and about 50 pairs of golf shorts. So had to learn how to play in conditions, and it took me 3 months to learn how to play golf out there because, I mean, here, if it's raining, we go watch a movie. You know, we do something different. We don't you know, we take those days off here, and I was playing in rain and snow and wind and all conditions I'd only seen on TV, really. So
wow.
And frost warnings, freeze warnings, early in the morning.
We were out there. So in college golf, you know, you're talking about the days. You play 36 the first day walking. So you're up at 5 and you're on the golf course, and like your team has usually like 2 stalls and you're rotating, hitting balls, and then it's a shotgun. And you play 36 and you're just out there all day. Coach brings you your lunch while you're walking. Wouldn't trade it for the world, by the way. Like just the competing part of it, it was so good. Yeah. But yeah, it was a blessing, man. I'd never seen the Midwest or the East Coast, so I got to experience all of it, and it was lots to be grateful for.
Well, welcome home, buddy.
So I know he's built like a all-pro defensive end, but I would do anything in the world to go out and shoot a 73 like this guy.
Sure you would. And like the six-pack, the six-pack that you are dreaming about, too.
100%.
Right? 73, man, if you ever shoot 73, I'm taking you to dinner, no mulligans.
No mulligans.
That's not golf. He's like, oh, I shot my best round ever in 93. I'm like, did you shoot a 93? He's like, I did. Why are you being such a hater? I'm like, how many mulligans? 2? I'm like, that's not a 93, buddy.
One on the front, one on the back.
Listen, start with small goals. Stop at the 12th hole when you hit 73. And then, you know, but no, if you can get...
I shot a 73. I'm so proud of myself.
You know, now the next question is, well, how many holes did you play?
Right, exactly. And John was being really kind to you because I was like at 4. He went to 12. For the 73.
No, but it's if you can execute the basics. I mean, I bet what you reinforce in the summertime with the kids is the fundamentals and the basics. And you're putting the work in. But like when U of A football this year, U of A basketball, I've been diehard my whole life. If we don't turn the ball over, if the kicking game is solid, if you can get a few turnovers, put pressure on the quarterback, you have a chance. When you're in the fourth quarter of games, you have a chance. And, that Jed's teams were good. They executed well.
Yeah.
And they didn't turn the ball over a ton. And, the running backs didn't fumble the ball. And that was really what we were in close games, but we were imposing our will. And so if we can see that out of the football team this year, then I could see us having success, but the kicking game's got to be solid.
Yeah.
That's going to be that's what Utah does.
Yeah.
Utah out fundamentals everybody, and they play hard. And so
They're like the Spurs of college football.
Well, they're very physical, and John just gave good advice for football, but also marriage, right? Control the line of scrimmage, win the turnover battle,
Field
and
position.
when the time comes, execute.
Field position's everything, too.
And when the
position
coach
is-
says to do something, you just do it, right? Yeah. So
That is John Schones from the Chamber of Southern Arizona talking about this athletics rally coming up here on Tuesday at General Benz, 5 o'clock.
Yes,
is
sir.
when things are getting started. Real quick, before we let you go, for people interested in going, what can they expect when they get to this rally?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, it's just a good opportunity to come together and network, have a cocktail, get to know people that you may not know. It's shake a hand that maybe you have not shook yet, and let's see what we can build and grow together. I mean, anytime you can collaborate and bring people into one room, it's going to have positive influence. And the people that want to attend this, they're all like-minded. I think that they want to see really positive things and good stuff that's going on locally. And so this is an opportunity for businesses to meet other businesses, for fans to meet some of the coaches. I mean, it's just from every aspect that this could be a good thing for the community, it is.
I heard they're going to have a superb MC, too, so if you really want to see an event where there's a lot of energy and enthusiasm, check out who the MC is going to be. You might like him, or you might not. If you don't say anything. If you do, come and talk to me.
If you do, come and talk to me.
Yeah.
I will be there. Ali will be there. And same with our guy, John Schones from Chamber of Southern Arizona. John, thank you so much for stopping by, man. Absolute pleasure having you in.
You guys are, I just want to leave on this note, with what you did with your golf tournament, with what you do with the Arizona Bowl, thank you. The community wants to thank you guys because you guys invest back into this, and it matters. It matters.
Thank
and so
you.
from my perspective, I watch all these things. I'm appreciative, and people within this community and the chamber, we're all appreciative to the efforts that you guys bring locally here
Yeah,
Thank you, man. I appreciate
A
that.
true pleasure to meet you, John.
as well. So good luck MCing. We'll
Yeah.
see you Tuesday, and let's
Yeah.
go Cats, huh?
Let's go, Cats.
See you Tuesday.
Yeah, bear down, Justin.
Bear down, Justin.
Bear down.